Happy holidays and welcome. I'm Blank, and this is Saves vs. Death. We are a tabletop RPG actual play and podcast. I'm joined with Jess,
Hello.
Hades, and Games today. So some brief announcements, and then we will get right into things. First thing is first. There is a GoFundMe for the victims of the Michigan shooting. You can go support them at www.gofundme.com/f/Oxford-support. We'll have descriptions and everything. I think they're like 121,000 and they only had a 75K goal, but still, go support them. Definitely needed, especially during these times. If you have a little bit of extra cash, go ahead and support them. Then, moving right on, we will talk about Artel Saurian news. Artel Saurian and Roll20 have collaborated on some digital assets for Cyberpunk. If you are unfamiliar with Roll20, it is a really neat virtual tabletop. I would use it, but I am personally invested in painting miniatures. I love doing that, so I like having something to touch, move, and play with, and that's why I have got my setup the way it is. But Roll20 is an awesome application if you don't enjoy doing those things or don't want to. It has anything from like dice macros that you can do to campaign setting and world building tools all built right into it, so it's really awesome. They're not a sponsor or anything. I just think that talking about RP tools is cool. So that's a really cool tool. And now they're like partnered up with Artel Saurian for some cyberpunk stuff. So yeah, go check them out for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah. James, I'm going to let you take it away for a second.
Yeah, I was just going to remind everyone that we're on the road to affiliate right now. We're a little over halfway there. We've only been doing this for a month. We really appreciate the love and support everyone's shown so far. If you haven't followed us, please follow us. That helps us so much. Also, like and subscribe to the YouTube videos, listen to the podcasts. You know, lots of love out there, and we appreciate everything we've gotten. And we're just keep heading towards affiliate.
And then as we have the holidays coming up, as you guys may know, we won't be here next week because it's obviously Christmas Day. And then the following week after that, we plan to air a special episode where we just sit around and kind of interact with you because we don't normally get to do that kind of thing during our stream. So that gives us essentially a 2-week hiatus, but on the first, the New Year's Day, we'll just have a special episode where we sit around and chat with y'all. So I would love for you guys to show up. Please do, if you can. And yeah, come say hi. Oh yeah, Jess, go ahead and take it away.
And I think last thing, we have a Patreon site, so you can go to patreon.com/savesversusdeath. There is a $5 tier if you would like to kick us some money, which would be super helpful. And you get awesome exclusive stuff like me and Wraith doing our character generation. So you can learn a little bit more about our backstories.
Yeah. And that concludes our news. So I'm going to shift over to Hades and let him give everybody a recap of all that has happened last week, at least.
Well, last time on Cyberpunk Red, we had we started off with Games' character, and he went and he came in, got sorry.
It's all good.
He went off on his own and was able to get some of his stuff worked through with his band, and he was able to set up a concert in remembrance of his friend who was killed in the previous episodes.
Concert
And-
called the Vigil.
Thank you, the Vigil. And he went to, he came by, we were setting up to do our job, and he came by the bar, and we got him cleaned up and got him some food, and he was able to help us by moving up the vigil by an extra day, and so that we could do our job the night before. And then we set that up, got to the job. We did our Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to remind people that the job is to try to collect pieces of the character's equipment from their old apartment building, which collapsed or was exploded.
Our starting equipment.
Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to collect. They're trying to get back to square one of the campaign.
Yeah, we're in the negatives right now, aren't we?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, thank you. We got the concert going, and the Games' band went off first, and got the crowd going, and we got the security guards distracted, and started making our moves, and then Moxie's character went off and almost got caught, and he started watching that, and then Games' character made a nice eulogy that didn't go over so well.
We're doing so good.
Yeah, and then so we moved up our timetable, jumped in there, hopped the fence, and we are now in the tent trying to choke out the person behind the screen.
Yes, they are trying to take over a security terminal and let their netrunner basically kill the camera feeds and stop recording and all of that, so that they
And erase the previous footage.
and
Right.
oh yeah, and erase any previous.
No, that's really important.
Unless they get good angles of my show, and then we can keep that.
Yeah, keep the show. That's fine.
So we will begin our session today with well, this band playing in the background. Let me get some music cued here.
It's the punk rock one.
It's wacko, yeah. You did a good job switching that one over.
We need loud noises.
Yeah. Loud noise now. Now.
All right, so Angus has the security guard, or the security spider, which is a security netrunner essentially, by the neck and covering his mouth, pulling him backwards, struggling with him. The chair collapsed, letting out a loud clapping noise as it hits the ground. And he looks to the group. I believe it's only Cammy, Cass, and Moxie there with him. Wraith is still at the stage. He looks back to you three and says, "Little help here?" As he's pulling back the guard.
Yeah, Moxie's gonna go pick up the chair
Okay.
and take it out of the way.
Okay.
Cass is wearing leather spiked gloves. I know they're not. That's part of his character generation. So he's gonna line up his fist and just
Smash the
pop
guy in the
that guy.
face.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll either brawl or martial art, whichever one you.
I have martial arts.
Okay.
Nice.
What martial art style are you using?
I wanted to.
Let me get.
I wanted it to be something really obscure.
Really
No, you really unless we talk about it beforehand, you should really just choose one from the book, please.
I know. No, I was kidding.
Let's just do this as a brawl right this second.
Okay.
I have it up.
Okay. Just so you know, the ones in the book are karate, taekwondo, judo, and aikido.
Yeah. I apparently hadn't picked that out yet, so I'm just going to do a brawl.
Okay. Brawl.
He's an MMA specialist.
For 12.
12? He's held, so it's really not hard to hit him. Go ahead and roll your damage. Which I believe is a 1d6. What's your body score?
If it's an 8, yeah, it's an 8.
So it's 3d6. Oh shit, that was loud.
Sorry.
12.
12?
Yep.
All right. So you wind back your fist, let it fly forward, smashing his nose, bursts blood down his lips, and cracks his virtuality goggles a little bit, and the guy kind of falls limp in Angus's hands. And you guys drag him to the ground. Angus says, "Thanks." And
Yeah.
slowly lets him down. Cammy at this point goes and... Where'd you move the chair to, Moxie?
I'm just holding it so he couldn't kick it. So once he's out of the way, Moxie will set it up.
Okay.
Well, she'll try to set it up for Cammy. I know it's a folding chair, so she's holding it with her good hand, and then I guess using her stump to try to pull the seat down. Is how it would work.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna have to roll a basic tech.
No. No.
For folding chair.
After awkwardly fumbling with the chair with your bad club hand, you do pull it out to sit. And Cammy slides inside of it, giving you a smile, and says thank you. And then slips down into it, slips on her virtuality goggles, and starts messing with an invisible interface that none of you can see.
I would like to start checking doing peeks outside the tent.
Okay.
What? Can't Cammy see where they are? So we don't have to put our faces out there just yet?
I just want to make sure they're not coming up right now, because she probably needs time to get into the system.
Cammy, do you need time to get into the system?
Yeah, the control node for the cameras won't be immediately available. I'll have to go do some digging to find it.
Just be careful.
Mhm.
Cass.
Yeah.
Both of you.
Oh. Right. Always. So what are you doing?
I'm going to try to just, look around the tent door to see where the security guards are. So
Okay.
we knew where they were before.
I'm going to switch over to our combat cam. Which will show kind of how things all sit so far. Alright, so we have the three of you. Kind of, actually, here. Side the tent. Put Angus here. And where are you going?
I'm just trying to peek outside the tent without going outside of it,
Okay.
just to see if we made noise.
Just like right here, looking that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception test for me.
Okay. 10.
10. 10 total?
Oh, no, 10 exploding.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
11. Okay.
Could you move your dice away from the mic? It's quite...
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Was that too loud? I was
It's-
trying to make sure they were making noise.
No worries. Just a little bit. So 11 base.
11 and 11, 22.
22.
Nice.
Okay, so you give a look out into the crowd, and it seems like you can kind of see where the crowd gathered around the stages. From your angle, it's a little bit difficult, but you see that there's still a crowd around it, and after a small survey, you don't see any of the guards in immediate sight, at least.
Okay. I will just keep my eyes out there while they're doing their thing.
Okay. Angus looks to you, Moxie, and says, I don't know how you want to do this, but why don't we try to get the items in question while we're waiting here for her to take the cameras? We already have the camera system, or essentially, right?
Well, I thought she had to do something to turn them off loop feeds. I don't know what she's doing before we could actually move without being seen.
Gamma says, well, we took care of the guy that's monitoring them. What we need to do now is make sure that they're not recording, and if they are, we'll delete the recordings. So I can do that in the interim while you guys do whatever you need to.
Alright. Then my stuff is in the parking garage where my car was.
Angus says, alright. You, he points to you, Cass, and says, you and Moxie go take care of that. I'll wait here with Cammy and make sure she's alright.
Where... Sure. Player me is so not. Where is the... or what was the car parking garage? If you could just...
So you are
How
in
much
the parking...
open ground do I have to run across to get there?
Quite a lot.
That's what I thought.
So you guys are in the parking lot, which
Yeah.
is for visitor parking and that kind of thing, or people that
What
don't
is
have
that?
a garage.
What is the two rectangles in the middle of the parking lot
These two
in your map?
supply equipment, like shovels, excavating stuff, shovels.
And that's still there?
Plows. Yeah, that's still right there.
Okay.
They are locked up in boxes, but you could try to get them if you wanted to, I suppose. Where you need to get to, after the parking lot, there is the crumbled apartment complex where the rubbles is still stacked high. You can kind of make out sort of pieces of the wall that still remain on the base. Covered in like rubble from like concrete and plaster wall and all that kind of thing in the way. Then on the very far side here of that building, that is where the parking garages were. So this is where you need to get. We'll say yours is this
Fantastic.
one right here.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Just about as far as
Just
it's gonna
across the map. Cool, that's fine.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay. Moxie knows the layout of the building fairly well, I would assume.
I would assume.
Is the hallway the only way to... Oh.
You could go this way too. This is a nice open stretch here
Yeah.
behind the building. for people who can't see where I'm pointing.
Do we know guards patrol behind the building though, don't they? From our recon?
I believe your recon told you that yes, they walk around the entire parameter, and you wouldn't know exactly where these two are at this stage.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. Well, Cass, we need to go on the completely opposite side to get my stuff. Possibly
Okay.
buried under an entire building. Mm-hmm.
Are we sure we shouldn't take out the other security guards then if we need time to dig them out? Or are we trying to see if we need that first?
Well, we can try. I don't know where they are. I do not have the ability to take them out quietly and leave them alive. Plus, new sap might actually be here, so they might notice if their guards go missing.
Well, actually, I was going to ask Cammy G, can you block their communications with this node?
No.
No?
Right, Wraith,
Yeah, what up?
because we're all still on the call, right? I'm
Yeah.
not misremembering.
Yeah, he didn't get to turn on the jammer, so yes.
Okay. Can you see the guards? You're still on stage, right? Or near
I
stage?
peek out.
Yeah, you are on stage, Wraith, and you can see both guards have kind of made their way down the street. This one has crossed behind the building where you can no longer see him, and the other one is still walking this way. So you have visual on one, I guess, is my point.
So I see one of them. They're headed towards the parking garage.
And where was your apartment, Wraith?
Go up to the third door on the right. Is right about there.
Okay.
I mean, past the office.
Past the office, the door on the right. Which way is the
I
guard
actually
that
have
you
a
can
place
see?
for this. His apartment is actually this one.
Well, and how accurate I was, who knows?
From up above.
Okay, well they're both on the far side. So that's nicely convenient.
It's all of it.
They're all near each other.
Which the guard that you can see are they headed towards us?
Where are you?
At the tent, the security tent
Oh,
in the
no, they're headed
parking
away
lot.
from
Okay. Run across the parking lot and get to that first section of rubble, Cass. This is so beyond me.
Can say there is one. I don't know where it is.
Well, in my opinion, we should probably kind of shadow their movements, so we should probably follow their pattern. Would probably give us the most time.
And I want to say we know their patterns because we watched them the night before.
You know, they're walking around.
They're generally like, I want to say diagonal-ish.
Yeah.
They move in tandem, kind of. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's true, if one's walking away from us, that means one's walking towards us from the back.
Oh, yeah, that would be a problem.
Oh, just a little bit.
Aren't there three?
There were three. We haven't seen the third one tonight.
Oh, okay. Good. Maybe he didn't come to work.
All Alright, well, we need to get line of sight on the other one and then make the move. Unless the rubble's in the way.
Is blank, is the rubble high enough to hide a person if they were like bent over?
In certain spots, absolutely. You can kind
The
of see.
building closest to us.
Other.
In the backside of the apartment complex.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
The building closest to us on the back end of the apartment complex.
Building.
So like the top of the
The
map.
rubble pile on the edge of the building.
I'm a little confused about what you mean.
So
What
just
are you?
past the parking lot.
Okay. Over here? Over here?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah, but the first square closest to us on that row.
This would be a good hiding spot here. Has a pile of rubble as well as a little alcove you can kind of go into.
Okay.
From where?
Thank you.
From what you can
From where,
see.
yeah, I need like the closest spot where I could conceivably hide if I dart across this parking lot.
Yeah. Oh, this. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. That would probably be the closest. There's the wrecked remains of the stairs too. That's probably a little closer actually, but it has less angles from which to hide. I think that right across from you, there's like kind of a cleared out space for one of the apartment rooms that kind of has still a pile in it enough to hide behind.
Perfect. Thank you. Should I dash?
If I come outside, the
This actually got intense at the right time, and that is not my fault.
I would like to get. Can I roll tactics to figure out what would be the best to stay out of that other one's line of sight from what we saw yesterday?
Okay. Sure. Nine? They're walking in a circle, catty corner from each other. It seems like their kind of path has been shortened, the distance between them. That's about all I can tell you.
Okay. I will see if the coast is clear from where I'm at, and we'll just start doing short dashes to cover.
Sure, make a perception for me, and then yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if this is a mechanic in Cyberpunk Red. Can I aid in any way?
Aid his looking? No.
Yeah. Or the roll in any way? Okay.
10.
You can aid in other things, but you could look as well.
No, I'll let him.
25.
Okay.
I'm good with
25.
that.
25. You don't see either guard from where you're at, just because your view is being blocked. Nothing seems out of place.
I'm just gonna say we'll go to I'll motion her with my hands, and we'll just point to where we're gonna go. I'm gonna point to where we're gonna go, and then we're just gonna keep doing short bursts. Then I'm gonna do a
Before you
perception.
before you go, you see Cammie's hand reaches out to grab yours.
Okay.
Cass. She just looks at you with the goggles over her, says "fuck off" or whatever towards you, but But her actual demeanor is very straight-faced. She says, "Be careful. Make sure you check all the rooms. Make sure we get a good score."
Yeah, and I'll kiss her on the cheek.
Okay. She gives a smirk and then continues doing her thing. Go.
Go.
Okay, so you guys hustle.
Yeah, I follow.
Okay, you guys hustle across the parking lot. Hustle across the parking lot into the little nook I talked about. There's a bunch of rubble and stray pieces of concrete collapsed over, making little nooks that you could actually crawl into, if you'd like, from where you're ducked down. And as you guys duck into this this spot, you both see the guard on the opposite side walk around the side of the building, coming towards you.
Can I, if I hide in that nook, is there enough space where I'm hidden from view as he walks by? Not necessarily if he looks back, but walking forward.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a squeeze to get in there, but you would definitely be completely hidden if you got in there.
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, do a contortionist skill check for me. Yes, it is.
Oh, it is. Okay. That's not bad. That's a 16.
16 isn't bad at all. Yeah, you're able to squeeze in there into the little nook. That would fit. You might be able to fit another person, but it would be a much tighter fit. But as you crawl into it, I have a note to give you.
Ooh.
Sorry, just looking through my notes real quick. Apologies. As you crawl into there, there's a lot of rocks and rebar poles just jutting out, and you're able to squeeze through them. And you also come across a locked box, the handle of which has a cherry red cybernetic hand gripped onto it. That the arm extends out to a piece of the crumbled building where it has pinched.
You need one of those.
You need one of those.
Do I want an Anderson hand, guys? I mean, well, I took their car, their gum, now their hand. Maybe it's a theme.
They're all dead anyway.
Does it still say like Derson on the one?
I mean, it's hard to tell, but that's their thing, so you would guess that it says Derson.
Derson. Oh, actually, I don't know which hand it is. It might say Ander. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to touch this box until I know that guard is out of earshot of shifting rubble.
Okay. What are you doing, Cass?
I am going to use my 4 points of combat awareness also into my perception.
Okay.
Currently. And I'm just keeping an eye out right now, waiting for him to pass.
Okay. The rubble itself isn't incredibly well illuminated at night since they're not doing any night work. Probably because it's been deemed too dangerous. Even though this isn't an exact combat zone, it is still gang turf. So Fortunately, you have that, but you'll need to make a stealth, I would assume, for me to stay out of sight.
Okay. Sure. 13.
13. All right. All right. So this guy is making his way by. You guys remain low. He walks past, turns to look across the rubble a little bit, but continues on. About the same time, the second one, starts making his way around the side of the building. You guys staying put?
Yeah, if Cass doesn't motion to move, I'd rather wait until they're
Is there another
on the
point
far
where
end and back to the front.
Is there another point where we can hide?
Yeah, there are plenty of points. But you would have to move in order to get there.
Right,
There's the room across from you. That would be easy to get to. You are actually underneath the rubble here. And you do see a light through the rubble that just, pale moonlight that shines through that says that you could probably crawl to another place from here. And then there's all this, the main foyer is also a place where you could move to without having to crawl over rubble. I mean, you could get to anywhere, but it would require you to crawl over rubble to get there.
No, let's stick in this area for now and crawl through to that next room.
All right.
Are you going to crawl right now?
You said the guard is the one's on the other corner and then the other's on the other corner.
Can you not see?
I can't see the second.
It's a little off. Yeah,
it's just slightly.
Yeah, I see it now. Sorry, guys. Tell me when it's better.
That's good.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Oh, that went way farther back than I thought.
Yeah, he's way back farther than I thought. Yeah.
Sorry, actually, could you move it a little bit more? I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Perfect. Now I can see it.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's all
I'll
good.
figure
it's all
this
good.
out one day.
It's a large area. It's awesome. Okay.
Okay.
So it's one guy by the perimeter fence and one guy is in the far corner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or the chain link fence.
Yeah, one guy's about to enter, go around the chain link fence. He's actually turning here.
Yeah, I think we should crawl. I'm gonna get down on my hands and knees and crawl to the other room.
Contortionist test for me, please.
Sure. Is contortionist with athletics?
No,
Or
it's
that
good.
its own
It's
skill?
plus dex.
Plus dex. Okay. 11.
11 total. All right.
Yep.
So you also crawl down, getting in behind Moxie, you're continuing forward.
Moxie needs to grab that lockbox
Okay.
before she goes forward, but she wants to do it as quietly as possible.
All right. So,
Uh-huh.
let me look at the. Let me look for an appropriate skill. Give me a second.
Okay, sure. You know, deduction would be really great to deduce the best way to get this out of
Strength feat.
the rubble.
There's no strength feat anymore.
Doing it.
Is there looter skill?
You guys are breaking up. What are you saying?
Is that a looter skill?
No, I don't think so. I would say conceal doesn't make much sense. I guess just
Stealth?
yeah, it's a dexterity-based skill. Sure.
Cool.
Stealth.
Sure.
Athletics, maybe?
I guess I could substitute athletics for something really fine and accurate if you'd like, but I'd say stealth makes more sense.
Yeah, stealth's good. Stealth's better.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's not much better, but it's better. Oh, okay. Okay. This is 6 of 16.
16? That's not
Yeah.
bad.
These are
All
good
right.
dice.
So are
Good
you just trying to get it out of her hand, or are you trying to take the whole hand?
The hand was pinched. Was it pinched and broken off by the rubble? Like, can I take the hand plus lockbox?
Would you like to test?
Yeah, let me just test loosely where the hand is pinched at the rubble to see if it's.
It's quite loose, but there are like strings of like muscle that still connect it, and it would require you to really give it a good pull to get it loose. However, you do notice that the hand is locked on that case as well. The cybernetic hand is locked.
Cool. That's groovy. Can
you have
I
a knife?
take my combat knife? Yeah, I do. I was about to ask.
You can. Yes.
Yeah, can I take my combat knife and...
And you got a 16 on your stealth, right? So
Yes,
yeah, you cut free those loose tendons and muscle to pull the hand and lockbox free. And you have it.
Okay. Cool. Then I would like to stealthily contortionist my way through this.
All right. What'd you get before for your
16.
contortionist?
I got 16 for both.
All right, you're able to contortionist your way through. And then Cass
I'm gonna
comes.
stay low if I can.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
stay crawling.
Gotcha. You are both. You both get in. Cass follows you just a moment later. Jeez, excuse me. As you scoot through. However, when he does it, the pant leg of his tracksuit catches, and you hear this on one of the rebars, on the end of the rebar poles.
Mm-hmm.
And, your pants get pulled down a little too, Cass. They're low riding now. But, yeah, you both certainly hear that.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
The
Listen.
band Wacko's still playing, right? They're
Uh-huh.
they're loud, awesome.
What do you do?
I'm going to stop and listen for a moment.
You guys stop and listen?
Yeah.
I'll use your perception test that you got earlier. Or didn't you say you spent 4 points in combat awareness?
Yeah, I'm doing that now. Yeah.
So go ahead and roll it, actually. I don't think I made you roll it. And add those 4 points of combat awareness. Your spidey sense is tingling. Can I say that? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that.
Probably copywritten.
7
It does not belong
plus
to us, it belongs to Marvel, by
4
the way.
Your
plus 7,
Cassie senses tingling?
22.
22. 22 is pretty good. You hear the movement of feet from where you are. And they continue walking without skipping a beat.
It's okay. It's fine. I'm not like super stressed at all. It's fine. It's good. It's great.
I'm gonna reach back and see if I can adjust the pant leg or get it off.
You could tear free the... It's been pulled back. You can loosen it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it out without being quiet.
You do that just fine. You're able to pull it off the rebar so it doesn't continue ripping your pant leg down.
Always with the...
You do have a scratch on your leg, but it's superficial. No damage or anything.
Okay.
But it is bleeding. Lightly. Not like a combat effect bleeding. I just mean blood.
No,
Gotcha.
It's a scratch.
Yes,
It's
it's a
a real
scratch. So you guys continue crawling through that little crawl space to get to the other side, where you appear in a room adjacent. This room looks like it belonged to a pet owner. There's broken glass everywhere on the ground. So as you have pulled yourselves through, little dots of glass get stuck in your palms and wrists. Again, not enough to do any real damage other than superficial, but you pull yourself up. There's glass everywhere. There's the broken terrarium laying there. And Moxie, make me a perception test real quick.
Okay. Um, 17.
17. Give me 2 seconds. You see dog food scattered all over the floor. There's newspapers laying all about. In one of the corners, underneath a broken a wall that had collapsed inward and creates a small little corner, you see the little webbed foot of a gecko. The chameleon standing there, and it's just laying really low, and its little cone-shaped eyes are darting about, looking, still alive, just sitting right there.
Okay.
Do I see it?
I think you are too focused on where the guards are at.
Okay.
Is there anything I could put it in if I caught it, other than my jacket pocket?
The lockbox, I suppose.
I just
You
assumed
look
it was
around
locked.
in the room for something. I mean, there's definitely clothes and all sorts of stuff strewn about. You could look through that stuff if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay.
Cass. There's
Cass. Sorry. Go ahead. Say your thing. Apologies.
There's a little chameleon over there. I'm going to try to catch it if I can.
Oh.
Okay.
Cass, you do see that guard is approaching as you guys are standing there, and the wall has crumbled into a point, like a divot, where if he looked, he could certainly see you both sitting right here. If you don't make a move quickly.
We gotta move back to where we were crawling, I think.
I don't think you're going to have enough time for that.
Oh, then we'll dart the other way to the wall, I guess.
Okay. Please make stealth rolls for me both, and you're on glass, so give me a -4 penalty, please.
Did you mention a guard is coming?
I don't know, what did you say? I can't remember.
Or did you just kind of pull Moxie
Well, I
with
put
you?
my arm out like this. Stop you. To say something's going on. And then I'm going to point to darting over here.
Darting to across the wall?
Yeah.
Is it safer from the room that I've seen to dart into the hallway?
You would have to crawl over rubble to get to the hallway.
Okay, we'll go with his way then.
Okay. So go ahead and make your stealth rolls, -4, please.
Is that an opening right there in that same room to where he's about to walk by?
Yeah, yes. Right here.
So I'm going to place myself next to that in case I need to be in action.
Okay, you're going to go here, and Moxie's going to go here.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to spend a luck too.
Okay.
Oh, that's not that bad. How much luck do I have left? I'm gonna spend 2 luck.
Okay.
It's a 10.
Oh, nice. Oh, 10 total.
10 total.
Dirty 10. Oh,
yeah.
No.
No, not
Oh, wow.
I was excited.
Yeah.
good. Oh yeah, no, that would have been great. You would have seen it. You would have seen it. That was a natural 10. You would have seen.
And what about you, Hades?
I got a 14. So
Okay.
exciting. I'm actually good at stealth.
All right, the guard is making his way towards you guys as you guys shuffle as quietly as you can into position, but you do hear that crunching. I mean, there's music playing in the background, which is quite loud, but you guys can hear it. That sound of that broken glass that you're having to crunch over to get to the place. Moxie accidentally kicks an old can of some wet food for the turtle, and it rolls across the floor. Kunk. Yeah, I know. This is my favorite thing to do, apparently, is can kicking. Anyway, it skids across the floor, and you guys come to a halt there in position. The guard is walking towards you, and we're going to go to Wraith. What are you doing?
Staring at the box.
Last we knew, you were waiting for the jammer to start.
Yep.
Okay.
Watching that percentage bar.
Okay. It's at 1%. Just hits 2.
I turn it on immediately.
The little thing sparks to life.
I am going to try to tell it to run.
Okay.
I'm going to turn down the distance on it so it uses less power since it's so low on battery.
Okay.
And then as long as it's still charging, I'll turn it up.
I can't remember what you got on your basic tech roll to
I don't recall either,
figure
but
out
I will
this thing.
happily re-roll.
Please re-roll.
Okay. This music keeps getting me, man.
Yeah.
It's very cyberpunk. Syrinscape really did a good job.
Sure. I got a 16.
A 16.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
So, yeah, you're able to flip through the menus after taking some time to kind of figure out which button activates what. And you do find a radius thing. It was set pretty low in general, maybe I don't know, a 50 yard, but you can go to as low as 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
50 yard radius, you would assume.
Yeah. And it's not running right now. I'm just in settings.
Sure.
I'm gonna say over comms. All right, I can kill radios when I need to. Nobody's answering. Where's everybody at?
Cass says,
Cass?
or not Cass, Angus says, all right. I think we're all right for now, unless you see a particular reason to kill the comms.
I just to check in.
Cammy says, still digging through this net architecture. It's small, but some of the ice at the beginning are kind of thick.
Well, we've got about 2 tracks before the next band comes on, and they're going to be a lot quieter. I'll try to do some big everybody on stage thing at the end, but to cover an exit, we're running out of time. All right. Just call me later, guys. Nobody ever wants to
Will that affect your concert at all?
No, it shouldn't.
Okay.
From what I remember, the last time I used one of these, my equipment was still good. It was broadcast that was a problem.
Okay.
So anybody using a wireless device,
It's not like
may
an
have
EMP
trouble.
or anything like that.
No, huh?
Okay.
Just creates static on the broadcast line.
Got it.
Bye.
Oh, bye, I guess. I'm still here. We can talk if you want. Actually, I should be quiet.
I'm gonna go to the other bands, the other one that's not on stage, I suppose, and ask them if they'd be willing to do a big Union song at the end to remember the people who died.
Okay.
So
You're going to go to whom? The trip hop
The-
band?
yeah, Super Chill or whatever.
Zero Cool.
Zero Cool.
And, all right. Give me 2 seconds, sorry. All right. The guy who runs it, he's or the face, I guess, of the band is a dude who has a short, flat top hairstyle with thick, bushy eyebrows, a dark complexion to his skin. He has 2 gold teeth in the front. And he just sits back looking cool in leather jacket and ripped jeans. Yep. He's just waiting for his turn to go up. He seems really mellow, smoking a cigarette, just waiting. And he looks at you when you come up to him. He says, "Hey man, how you doing?"
What's up, Jimmy?
He says, "Not much. Have a seat."
Doing all right.
He gestures at the little, kind of threw a makeshift spot together for the bands that has like a couch that had been pulled in from somebody's apartment and set down here. There's a small table with like all sorts of refreshments on it. Most of the bottles have, but you're about halfway through, so they're appropriately 3/4 of the way
Mostly
finished. Yeah. And there's like a bag of Spicy Pete's brand chips.
Oh, Spicy Pete. I cannot begin to tell you how much I appreciate everything you're doing here. I think this is a good cause, and I think we're fighting a good fight. I just want to tell you, I hope you rock the rest of the set. Maybe I was thinking we would do a big thing at the end where all 3 bands come on and, get everybody moving.
He says, "Oh, some improv
Some
shit.
idea.
Like jazz.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That sounds pretty cool. I'd be down if you can get Dave into it."
Y'all work it out.
He says, "All right."
Just wanted to tell you much love and thank you.
He says, "Oh yeah, no problem. You want a cigarette?"
Yeah, why not? With
Yeah.
him, bro.
He pulls out his pack, flicks it open, hands you one. He ignites it with the butt of his.
It's good.
Okay. Z is also there.
Cool.
She's probably a good 3/4 of the way into a whiskey bottle, or like a bottle of like wild turkey whiskey. She's just sitting there, kind of spaced out, look in her eyes, glazed over from the alcohol, and just staring at her feet.
And not
She has her
engaged.
boots kicked up on the table. She's just sitting there. Okay.
Hey,
To sit, you would have with him. You would have to sit in between him and her.
I'm gonna stand awkwardly,
Okay.
and then maybe like, okay, I'm gonna stand there awkwardly, and then be like, so Z, that was real good. Yeah.
Her eyes kind of roll over to you slowly. She nods. Takes a deep swig of the wild turkey. You can tell it burns. She just swallows it down, no chaser.
I'm gonna go enjoy my awesome cigarette back over there, but thank you so much.
Don't be such a fucking pussy. Just have a seat.
Just sit down.
Okay.
As awkwardly as possible, though, but like,
She takes another drink, slams the bottle into your chest.
hey, take that and drink like it's water for a second, and then hand it back.
Yeah. It burns, certainly. It's not high quality stuff in the beginning, and then to couple with the cigarette makes it just
Even worse.
burn that much more.
I figure though, I've been surviving. Like my food for the last week has been alcohol and drugs that my fans give me.
Yeah, so you're actually quite used to, you've got the whiskey throat built up already, so you've got the nice immunity built up for the week. Yeah, you sit there in awkward silence with Z for a moment, and Zero Cool, he either doesn't seem to notice or care that there's sort of an awkward vibe in the air. He's just sitting there, relaxing, which is very contrast to the wild, aggressive music that's being played on stage, which is contrast to the music that is playing right now.
Picture like the
through our
wide
heads.
shot of this, if it was a film, would just be the weirdest composition.
Yeah.
Dude like chilling, and then be like awkwardly, and then the drunk chick at the end,
She's
and like
just fucking
punk rock.
Yeah, she's just drunk. Yeah. And that's where we'll end the scene for now. Let's move back to.
I like that it's very tense on both sides for two completely different reasons.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta sit with my bandmate. This is so awkward. We're like, please don't see us. Please don't see us. Please don't see us.
You guys hear the crossing of feet coming towards you, getting louder and louder and louder. They stop for a moment as that can rolls away. Right over your head, Cass, you see a gun barrel point out. Kind of swivel over your head. Slowly. Comes back. And then you hear the footprints move on. Through your headset, you guys hear Cammy say, "Okay, I got access to the cameras, and I am shutting them down now."
Good job.
In a minute, I'll go through their files and see if there's any recording, and I'll kill them too.
Thank you, dude.
What are the two of you doing?
Where's that chameleon?
It has, when you guys had moved, it had skidded over across the grounds, the ground across the glass to a different pile across from you because you kind of like took its spot, so it moved away. You have lost sight of it. You can try to roll it if you like. A perception.
I don't care that much. I'd rather get my stuff at this point.
Okay.
Anyways,
Is that an empty lot where the security guard is walking, basically? Just open?
What?
Behind us, is that an empty lot where the
Yeah.
security guard
Yeah.
is just open?
Yeah. There used to be cars parked there, like excess vehicles that just hadn't had a garage, but not anymore.
And you said it's rubble on the other side of the room to get into the hallway?
Yeah, you're actually boxed into this room. You're gonna have to crawl in rubble or find another hole to squeeze through from this
Can
side.
I do a... Okay. It's either that or do a quick run outside.
Or you could quickly go outside and around to the next room. Yes, there is an opening over there.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for that guard to get far enough away.
Okay.
We're going to bolt outside, dive back in.
Okay.
Is there anything else in this room while we're waiting worth possibly taking?
In this room? Yeah, there is. Strewn about the ground, and you can see mixed into the clothing and that kind of thing, there is cash just littered on the floor. Just randomly.
Well,
you didn't really notice it at first, but now that you're looking, you just see piles of hundreds. Not hundreds. Like 50s, 10s, 20s.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely going to scoop some of that out.
We'll take some stuff.
Okay. You scoop some out? Sure.
I mean, as much as I can get without really moving until guard is
Okay.
far enough for Cass for us to tell me to go.
And you just stuff it in your coat pocket?
Yeah, coat pocket, down my shirt, whatever works.
Okay. You take a pile of the glass and money and stuff it into your shirt. As much as you can fit into a handful, I assume. Or a few, maybe.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, if she can go slow, because I mean, I assume the guard is moving at like a slow gait.
Yeah, he's not moving fast.
Yeah, so she'll like. I mean, if she could take bills without glass, I'd rather. Even if it's less money that way, she's good with that.
Yeah, I mean, you could stay here as long as you want collecting money. How long do you want to collect money? Until it's all gone?
Until what, Cass? Until he's around that corner?
Yeah, I'll give a countdown with my fingers once we have about 5 seconds.
Okay.
I think we'd be okay.
Sure.
Until then, I would like to collect cash until that moment.
Okay. Do a... I guess just a perception test to able to locate it all.
And it's only a 12.
Only 12? Okay. You get as much money as you can until you can't see anymore. Maybe come up with about $210 in bills, loose bills, random bills.
And then, as soon as Cass tells us to go, she'll follow in.
Then you guys stealth around, please. Stealthy.
Yep.
Stealthiness.
Stealthy stealth.
This one, why not?
20.
Remember the -4?
Oh, sorry, 16.
Was it still -4?
Yeah. Still glass on the floor.
He's far enough away. $11.
Okay. 11?
Yeah.
Alright, you are stealthing around the corner. You nearly trip on some rubble, Moxie, but you're able to catch yourself before face planting into glass.
Okay.
But you catch it with the ball of your bad hand, and it just burns. Take 1 point of health damage from it as it splits open your already fairly fresh wound. Cool. You guys are sneaking across here this way. Wait. Who's in front? Who would be in front?
Probably
yeah.
Moxie, actually.
Okay. So she trips in front of you, tries to catch herself. You help her back up to her feet, and you guys continue. Cass, roll a perception test for me. She's unable to completely hold in a little bit of a groan after that trip.
21.
You look to where the guards are, and you think they're far enough away that they don't hear it. However, coming from one of the alleys off into the lot on your right-hand side, as you're passing the building on your left, you see a group of maybe 5 individuals walking down the street. They are shrouded in darkness. You can't see who they are, but you see that they are walking certainly this way. You guys are able to completely cross into the room. Angus is 5. What were they carrying? Who were they? this room has kind of a it looks like the floor has been replaced with a static white linoleum. It looks much cleaner than the rooms. I mean, even though it's been scattered in or broken by, you know, crumbled building and dust and that kind of thing. The rest of the rooms you could tell had been lived in. This room looks pristine, or looks like it was at one point very pristine and clean. On the floor you see all sorts of medical scalpels and gear kind of laying amongst the rubble, and you even see some shelves that have a pile of concrete crushed or against one of the walls.
Is there a bag or anything? Carry all backpack.
In this room?
Yeah, that's right. Running out of pockets, yo.
Make a quick perception test for me,
Put that
if you'd like to spend the time looking around. 15?
Yeah.
You don't see a bag or anything, but on the floor, you do see a few crushed vials of something, but of some substance that's spread out and kind of hardened the concrete and dust that have been around it. But there are some untouched air hypos that lay on the ground. 2 of them.
I'm going to take them.
Okay. Snatch those up.
Is there a lab
Huh?
coat?
Yeah, you could find a lab coat if you wanted to try to search.
You can find a lab coat and make it into a rucksack. Kind of big.
Oh, as you're picking up the air hypo, Moxie, you do see from the other side here, on your left towards where the room you came from, there's like part of the rubble that's open, covered in like kind of a rebar gate almost. It looks like you see the little chameleon looking at you.
This chameleon is going to haunt me. But he's nearby. Like, is
Yeah,
he
he's
reach?
yeah. You could reach him. I mean,
I'm gonna Boxy's gonna slowly extend her good hand outwards, palm up near it, and try to get it to crawl onto her hand.
all right.
You're gonna have a team pet.
Sure.
You're gonna settle it.
I'm trying to think of what would be. There's no animal handling, I don't think. So let's do a wilderness survival, I guess.
Sure.
That seems right.
Why not? Where is that?
Oh, it's under, I believe, education skills.
It is. It's intelligence, so it's straight intelligence. Okay, that's cool. Alright. 13.
13. The chameleon seems apprehensive of you,
Mm-hmm.
slightly. It kind of moves back as you move your hand forward, but it doesn't run away entirely. Just kind of shies back a few steps.
Can I? What did he do with that? It's really bad. I don't remember if Moxie ate her taco or not.
Huh.
Because if she didn't, I would like to take a bit of it and put it on my hand and then extend it back out.
Oh, the one you bought when you're trying
The one
to
I
shake
bought-
the
yeah.
tail.
Uh-huh.
I don't think you ate it. I don't remember, but let's say no.
Okay.
For narrative interestingness.
I'm sure it ended up in like some pocket that's now super smushed and problematic, but that's fine. It's just paste. So she's gonna get some taco paste on her fingers just a little bit and try again.
Okay. You reach in, you fumble with your one hand to get the taco out. It's been crushed. It's basically all, I mean, it was kind of pasty to begin with, but now it's just mush. And you open the package as best you can. There's like blood coming out of your bad hand because of your fall just a second ago. So there's certainly some of that mixed in there. But you do extend out your hand for the chameleon to look at, and it gets closer. Takes a peek. Its little tongue snakes outward. And it climbs slowly onto your arm.
Cool. Cool. Can I move it to like my shoulder?
Yeah, you move it up to, you kind of take it and, kind of guide it up to your shoulder.
Yeah.
And it
Or,
kind of
I
walks
guess-
up there.
Yeah, shoulder's good. Shoulder's good. And then she's gonna pick up the case back up
Okay.
in the hand.
Um,
Having one hand really sucks, guys. Just FYI, because you have to keep putting stuff down and picking it up, and it's very annoying. In case anyone's wondering.
Back immediately.
all right, let me shift.
Okay,
them.
and then
What are you
cool,
doing
I-
during all this, Cass?
The room's pretty much closed off, other than to the outside there.
Mm-hmm.
is that a little entryway to the west? Like a little.
Yeah, there's a little spot where the wall has broken in far enough that you could squeeze through if you're careful around the rebar.
I would think.
The next room appears to be the one you wanted to get to for
Yeah.
Wraith stuff.
Yes. Is there any gauze in this room?
Oh, yeah, there would be some gauze, yeah.
I'd like to wrap up her stomach.
Okay.
Aww.
So, in that cabinet that I described earlier, it's the door has been shattered in, and you can kind of reach in if you're careful, getting around the glass to grab some gauze, and you pull it out, and yeah, stack of gauze. You start wrapping Moxie's arm.
Yeah, do you want me to roll first aid or just go?
Yeah, do a first aid, sure. She has a light wound right now. Stabilization check, I believe, is 6.
I do have first aid.
Awesome.
Not a good roll, though. 7.
That's enough to pass. You gotta beat it, so 6 or 7 is a pass. You're able to wrap up her bad hand.
Thank All right, the next
The
room should
the
be-
band starts to. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt your RP. Go ahead.
Yeah, just the next room should be Wraith's, I think.
Yes, let's get this over so we can get done. Then we just have your place, right?
I'm gonna call if it's intact.
All right. So, the band switches now. Wraith.
Okay.
Dave Wackos and his wackos step down from the stage, all sweaty and from their wild performance. Fortunately, no instruments were broken in today's performance, but it was still pretty wild. At this point, to mellow everybody off after that wild ride they just went on, comes Zero Cool. And he says, "Hey, stay frosty, you two." And he walks up onto the stage, takes the mic, and he starts laying down something to start, which surprisingly has enough beat to keep the people who are energized from the previous performance still hyped, but actually guide them into something a little bit more mellow.
Positive.
Yeah. So he takes it, he starts up with a notch, keeping the hype, and then draws it down into a nice bellow thrumming beat where he, starts. I'm not a rapper in real life, so I'm not going to try.
No?
No. But he lays down some nice and mellow tunes, and the crowd seems to be okay with it.
Awesome.
They follow his lead pretty well. And that bass actually still manages to help you guys out with sound. I mean, not nearly to the same extent as Wacko, but it's good. However,
Can I talk to Dave? For a second?
yeah, Dave Wacko comes down. He's like, he flops down into the seat next to you and Z, or between you two, pulls his arms around both of you. He says, "God damn, that was a good performance.
That was
blast.
fantastic.
He says, "Awesome. Yeah."
You flatlined it out there.
Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe we'd do a thing where all three bands come on at the end and just, kill them with power.
He says, I mean,
Trust me.
I like to be crazy, but our styles are so different.
That's the point.
Roll persuasion
about it,
for me,
man.
please.
30 seconds.
Oh, I thought you were about to say 36. I was
No.
I thought it was gonna be 37. I was like, woo!
No, I was looking to see if I had any luck left to spend, which I don't have much, so I'm going to go ahead and save that. Plus persuasion. Do I get any bonus from my wardrobe and style?
Yeah, I'll give you a bonus because you did it this morning, and I think you did pretty well. Give yourself a +1.
Okay. That means I get a 16.
16 is pretty good. It says, well, I mean, not really my style to do any sort of duets or whatever the fuck you're talking about, collabs. But, sure, why the fuck not? Yeah, let's fucking do it! Yeah!
Rock and roll, brother. Jumba, I gotta say, what you did was awesome, and I think everybody was digging it, bro.
He says, oh, fuck yeah, I know they were. I can feel it. I can feel it in the soul, man. Let's do it. Yeah, let's go right now. He starts standing up.
We're gonna.
He says, Wackos, come on!
on!
Oh, no? Oh, sorry.
Just a minute. We're gonna
He
give
has
him
down,
a couple of tracks.
he grabs Z's drink and takes a deep swig of it.
Yeah.
Has the seat down again. She's too drunk to really care. She just kind of lazily watches him. Takes it back after he's done. Pulls
Is there
another swig.
another bottle anywhere?
Oh yeah, there's bottles everywhere.
Well, I'm gonna grab a bottle for me and a bottle for him,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to like keep up with him, like obviously drinking less than him, but like
Uh-huh.
egg him on.
All right, so I think this is a good time for a conversation test.
All right. Ooh, I don't know what that means, but I know you mean it.
Conversation is an empathy-based social skill.
Nice. Do I have that? I do.
Is there
Hey.
socialize or something?
It's called conversation now.
It is.
Oh, good. 10. 11.
You guys with the tens and ones back to
I know.
back. It's crazy.
Well, at least it's balancing this way instead of the other way.
Yeah, 1 and 10 is a much different situation.
I still only got a 19.
Oh, only.
With an exploding 10.
Only a 19. That's pretty good. So, yeah, you managed to keep Dave. Dave is very into whatever the hell you're talking about. He doesn't even care. You bring in the right energy to the conversation, and it doesn't really matter what you say. He's into
Awesome.
it. So you managed to keep his hype up through this whole conversation. And as Zero Cool's, I guess, show starts to end, we will switch to Moxie and Cass. All right. What do you guys do?
Next room, I think.
Like we're trying to get into.
Do a contortionist test to get through the rebar. I assume you're going that way. You could try a different thing. Crawling over
No,
top the
we'll
rope.
try that first. Yeah.
Real quick. Before we go on for that last big thing, I want to give them a heads up that like we're out of time. One last push.
Who?
Just so you know.
Who?
I'm gonna tell Cass and everybody over comms
Uh-huh.
as soon as we're gonna go on stage for the last big track that we're like the show's almost over, your distraction's leaving.
Okay.
So just so you know, it's not yet, but when it happens.
Sure.
15.
15?
14.
15. Advance these guys forward. And you guys are able to both carefully push your way past the through the rebar. Moxie, you get some of your clothes catch, like your jacket. Your
Cool.
Claymore
Already
chic jacket gets caught on some of it and pulled off and starts tearing off. You actually have to cut it loose to get it off.
Okay.
So you leave the zipper behind.
Nice.
Along with it.
Oh no. Poor Jack.
And then you make it into this next room. The room, I mean, aside from the crumbled remains of the wall structure of the studio, it was a wet bedroom apartment. You can see out into the hallway, but in front of you is a musician's room. I mean, you see some tattered, like, papers on the ground. So one of the wall frames still has, like, a folded over poster of Silverhand. You see a broken electric guitar in one corner, and that drum kit just completely smashed by rubble. Yeah. Yeah. There's a partial bed that is mostly covered, but still like has like one leg up, and the other is like sunken into rubble.
Wraith, where was the recording you needed?
It would be under. Okay, so if you go down below where the keyboard is, there's an old milk crate, and then next to that milk crate, there's another little box. It should be in the box next to the milk crate under the keyboard.
Do I see any of those things?
You could see a spot where there's just a stack of concrete rubble, and not only his room has fallen into this room, so there's like clothes and like dressers and that thing from the previous floors as well, still smashed over here in this corner. So you see a place that you would there's the drums, the guitar, and then rubble.
Well, Cass is looking for this. Can I see the easiest path to the parking garage, which is so close?
It would be through the hallway going around the corner, and you'd have to crawl over some rubble to get there, but you could get there.
Okay.
Or find another hole, which you might be able to do.
I'll head over there and see what I can find, but I'm not giving it much hope.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception, I suppose. No combat awareness.
While he's looking, I want to interrupt him.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I think I moved it. It wasn't in the box next to the milk crate under the thing. I think it was over by the vid screen under the dirty socks. Maybe.
I'm just going to do a quick search. I'm not even going to listen to what he says anymore.
Okay. Of the rubble pile?
Yeah, where just probably
Sure.
under the bed, actually, is one of the places I would look.
Okay. Under the bed, sure. Under the bed, you actually do find a box. Doesn't look like it was placed there for anything. It looks like something that has been pushed aside there. There's like a skid mark on the ground where it slid. But you find a box there.
Got a 16, by the way,
16? Okay.
for the perception check.
You found the box there, and then through that pile of rubble that I was describing earlier, you do see the piano or the keyboard like partially crushed in, like way deep down in there. You see like a key dangling off of the side of the speaker, way in there. There's enough of a gap between plates of concrete that you could maybe squeeze in to have a look with your hand.
I'll try it.
Okay. Go ahead and do a contortionist for me.
Do you pull out or point out the box like after you go towards the rubble?
That was under the bed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I mean, I'm just looking around everywhere. I got a 15.
15 for a contortionist. All right, you squeeze your body in there, and you find Wraith. What was the chip held in?
I don't think it even had a title or anything. I think it was just a blank chip that was for recording.
But what would you have stored it inside of?
Oh. I think it would just be loose in the box. And the box is just full of random things, like baseball cards and stuff.
Okay. So you find or your fingers touch barely a plastic box.
Okay. I try to pull it out.
All right. You manage to squeeze it a little bit further in, gripping the box where you get a good hold on it. As you pull back, you're a little stuck. Some of the rebar, what you were able to slide in past, but as you start pulling back, it starts pinching into your skin. At this moment, in the air, from the alleyway where I described those 5 gentlemen walking forward, the group hears a clatter of automatic fire into the air. Hello, motherfuckers! And the Terminator face and his gang of guys are walking in. He says, "You're in our turf! Time to motherfucking move on!" And here is where we are going to call a quick intermission.
I told him people are moving in.
You know what? When you said it was a group of 5, I was like, please be Maelstrom. Please be Maelstrom.
I know. I was like, it has to be Maelstrom. Don't be Angus's awesome friend.
All right, we'll see you guys after the break. It'll be just a little bit.
Just a little bit. We'll start back in probably... We'll do 8:30, so that gives us a 19-minute break.
All right, see you guys soon.
See you soon.
In a bit.
Hello, and welcome back to our Cyberpunk Red campaign. Yeah, I guess we'll just get right into it. So last we left our heroes, people, they're not
Heroes?
really heroes. Yeah, heroes is a really loose term. Protagonists,
I think
our
that's a good
group
On our
of
best days.
people.
Motley-
Our motley crew, sure. They had come, or they were inspecting the apartment building that they used to live in that has since been destroyed. Searching room to room for stuff to take back or to salvage from the wreckage. During a benefit concert called the Vigil. As the band is switching off to one of the last and final artist to go on the stage, a group of Maelstrom gangers who are just cybered out psychopaths, essentially, walk into the area and shoot off a machine gun and announce quite loudly their presence and their claim of the turf. The lead of that group is a man who has completely removed the skin from the front part of his face to have a chrome Terminator-like skull in its place. He's at the head, and he is the one who made the shout to say that he's here. This is his turf, and he says, "Anyone still around in the next 10 seconds is gonna be flatline, motherfuckers, so time to go." He and his group start walking over the rubble, climbing to the top of it as best they can. It's kind of an awkward walk, but they get on top of it and start surrounding the area. Two of you, Moxie and Cass, what are you doing? Last we left Cass, he was pinched between rebar and a bad place. What are you going to do?
Well, I definitely need my arm, so I will have to drop what I have.
You can easily retract, well, not easily, but you can retract carefully by dropping the thing. The muscles loosen and allow you to kind of slip back past the rebar without getting scathed.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, because my priority now is definitely going to be getting us out safely. Where did they show up on the map?
Oh, let's switch to combat
where
scene.
are
Sorry.
they compared to?
So, this group of 5 is them. Terminator Face is the guy here in the center of the apartment complex, and his goons kind of surround him at about, I don't know, anywhere between 10 to 20 meters. One does get close enough to see you guys. In that moment, you take to, you're able to, after the sound of the automatic fire, you're able to drop the item and slide into a hiding spot if you would like, Cass. Before he gets there.
Cass, we need to go now.
You're Cass.
Oh. Moxie, we need to go now.
I was like,
Yeah,
You called Cammy Cass a few episodes back, too.
okay. My bad.
All the girls are Cass.
oh, the
Yes.
guys.
That's where he gets his nickname.
Yeah,
He calls everyone else Cass.
makes sense.
Is there a way out of? Because they're back towards everybody else, so I'm not going that way regardless. So Moxie, safest way for her, she thinks, is through the towards the parking garage. Can I make my way there? Kind of. Is there a way to hide where I am from the group that's appeared? Moving closer to hopefully where my stuff is.
You'd have to get pretty low to the ground, and crawl on your hands and knees.
That's fine.
So go ahead and make a stealth check for me. I don't know why I said check.
There's no more deduction, right?
You deduce you're in a bad situation.
No. I mean, there's no more penalty. Yeah, roll deduction. There's no more penalty to this.
Oh, like glass on the ground?
Yeah,
Like glass on the ground?
there's no glass in that. There's
Okay,
no extra
15
glass.
then. You deduced your fastball.
What you made me lose track of what I was looking
15
for.
stealth. I got a 15 stealth.
Okay. 15 stealth plus my little guy's perception skill. Give me a second. Sorry. 15, you said?
Yeah.
All right. You're able to scoot, or drop down to your hands and knees, and begin scooting around this corner. This guy over here, he puts his foot on the stone pile, gets on top of that corner of the wall, and he looks in your direction, scans around for a moment. What'd you get on your stealth check, Cass?
Oh, I haven't. $20.
20. Scans around for a moment, and he he points his SMG and use at your back as you're scooting down. He says, Chumbada! Wait right there. Don't you move a fucking muscle, or I'll flatline your ass. I think we need to roll initiative, guys.
I'm sitting here going, would she be a smartass or not?
Should I roll
You're
initiative
welcome.
as well?
I think that for the sake of the scene, everybody best make an initiative check.
Can I switch
can't
my combat points?
Told her to run.
Ooh. That's an exploding 10 for me, guys.
Good.
Can I
That's
switch
fantastic.
my combat points to the initiative one?
Yeah, all in initiative?
I'd like 2 in initiative and the 2 for the first damage you take this round by conduce if I want.
Okay, sure. So go ahead and give me your totals, please.
12.
Um, 12
Initiative.
for Wraith.
Is
Okay.
it straight dex?
Reflexes.
Reflexes. 17.
17. Okay, and what'd you get, Moxie?
15.
All right. All right. Terminator face out in the front there. He he basically points his gun at the smart boy security guard out in front, and he says, "Time to leave, buddy." And they're gonna do a face down with each other. The smart boy security freezes up, looking at him for a moment, swallows hard. I can tell he's obviously shaken. Moving on to the next round, Cass, you're up. What would you like to do?
Full scene totally, but I would like to stay hidden until that guy comes over near her, but keep in aim with my handgun on him.
Okay, so you take aim.
Yeah.
All right. Moxie, what are you doing? Oh, let's get some music in this.
That's what we needed.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Moxie's just going to. She doesn't really want to get shot again. She's just going to stay still and wait to see what's going to happen.
Okay.
If there's.
Good.
Because she's not facing him, right?
She is not facing him, no.
Yeah.
But she could hear the words being pointed at her, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm just going to assume it was her they were talking to. If somebody tells her she can move or, like, gunshots go off, that's obviously not at her, she's going to try to dart.
Okay, so hold your action until you hear some sort of confirmation.
Some confirmation that she can run.
Alright. This smart boy security guard who hasn't been touched takes some cover behind here, pops around the side, and tries to put down this girl right here. She's the one with the wild-colored mohawk. And also the only one with an assault rifle. The rest, 3 of them are carrying SMGs. Oh, there's actually... Sorry. I'm one booster ganger short. Hold on one sec.
Oh no, I'm sure you're not.
I'm pro, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put it right here. 3 of them, or 5 of them have SMGs. One has a shotgun, one has a assault rifle. That's 6, right? No, that's 7. What am I doing here? 4?
Is it
7.
6?
I'm missing 2. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Oh no, it's fine.
There we go.
Oh, is there a new one where I was headed towards?
Yeah, there is, yes. These 2 have approached on the street away from the main group. Which is why they were not pointed out in the group of 5. My apologies. Okay, so... he's gonna take a shot at that one right there in front of him. 10 meters away. 16. Lost my D10. It fell off the table. Sorry. Okay, so he puts a 3-round burst at this ganger, but the ganger is able to catch him just in the corner of his eye and duck out of the way just in nick of time as bullets spray over his head. This is quite loud.
It's atmospheric.
I'm still trying to figure out the volumes on this application compared to where I need them. Moving on to the next. This guy, the other smart boy who had been intimidated before, he takes some steps backwards and fires at not T1K, but the one that was looking at you, Moxie.
Oh, cool. Good guard. Doing what I was hoping.
However, his gun jams as he fires. So a short burst of one bullet comes forward, and then his gun clicks on the next shot, and he just looks at it in rapt fear. Now, there's like a little yellow stain soaking his pants at this point, as his gun breaks on the scene. That's not good. So go ahead. It is now Wraith's turn.
Can we hear the gunfire?
Oh yeah, you certainly heard the gunfire.
All right. I'm gonna start breaking things up, like getting people moving around to like stop the show.
Okay. It's still at an early stage where panic is just starting to settle in. Everybody's like looking for a place to get out of here. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to get like the audience behind the stage, like on the other side of the stage from the gunfire.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get everybody to safety. I'm leading charismatically, but I can't do that in combat.
You can try to do, I guess, this persuasion on a mass group. It's going to be quite hard, I would say.
Yeah. But I have the benefit that they will want to listen to me. It's literally for their own good.
What'd you get?
That is a great question. I'm glad you've asked. Just a moment. Forgot how the alphabet worked for a second. 20.
20. Okay.
Yeah.
You're actually able to manage to calm down a quite a big group of them. Certainly not everybody. Not everybody can hear you right now. But the ones in your immediate area are all listening, and they're like, "What do we do? What do we do?"
Okay. I'm gonna try to get them all to safety effectively.
Where are you taking them? Yeah.
Behind the stage.
Behind the
So
stage.
the stage is facing the site, and that's
Sure.
where the gunfire is.
You're drawing them
trying to
around to that kind of
barricade.
loungy area where you guys were hanging out before. Okay, so you usher all those people over in this quick. You're like, everybody, calm down. Just follow me. Come this way. You guide them all around the stage to the area where Z is sitting, looking drunk and confused. And she's trying to get to her feet to leave as well. Dave Wacko is even more hopped up than he was just a moment ago.
Right.
He doesn't have a gun on him, but you can see him looking around for like...
I hand him mine.
You can see him looking around for something. He finds like... he like pulls off the leg of one of the chairs that's sitting there, and he says, "Let's go! Oh yeah!" And yeah, he starts going to move into the combat. Actually,
I'm gonna let him inspire others to help him, but I'm gonna be the good guy that's keeping everyone safe.
so I'll put him in combat at the end of the round. Moving on to the other gang members. This one didn't even really gather that he was being shot at, but the bullet does fly by him, so he hops down, takes some cover here behind things, but his dice are still on you, Moxie.
Crap.
This guy moves forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. They don't really have much reason to shoot yet. And then hop up here. Okay. So they're just moving in. Oh, actually, this one's involved in a gunfight over here. I'm sorry. Forgot about this guy. So she's just waiting for him to pop his head around the corner to blast him. The crowd, most of the crowd disperses. See somebody running this way. This one running this way. And this way. You do, however, see a woman dressed in a leather bodysuit. She has her blonde hair tied up into a tight bun on the top of her head. And Jane, just Jane, looks styling in the streets with a cameraman behind her. She's talking into a microphone, reporting on the carnage that these gangs wreak on the streets of Night City.
Hopefully she got some good stuff about the concert first.
Maybe. Moving on to the top of the round. T1K. Oh yeah, I moved him forward. Did you want to stop me?
No, it's fine. I'll do it on my turn.
I mean, you did hear gunfire, so your held action could technically trigger.
No, it's not enough for her to...
I didn't think so, sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay, T1K is just moving in. He's hopped on top of this wall, and he's gonna shoot the security guard whose gun just jammed. So that's 30 meters away. Damn, I just kicked over my trash can.
You had it coming.
Yeah. Okay. So 30 meters All right, so 3-round burst connects with this guy. It's not going to be good for our friend. Okay. Apologies for the delay here. Okay. That's not good for him. All right. All right. So, Terminator face turns his SMG over, just lets out a small spray of bullets towards him, towards the smart buy security. The bullets riddle the man's chest, and he's clutching that his gun, his jammed gun, to his hand or his body, and one of the bullets hits the hits the clip of the rifle, and just you hear this burst of his bullets explode in the gun, blowing his hand completely and entirely off. He turns, he lets out a blood-curdling scream as he turns and drops to the ground, where he does not move again. That's his turn. So moving on to Cass, what are you doing?
Again, I'm just holding and waiting for that shot. If I need to take it.
Okay. Moxie, are you doing anything?
Angus, you better be getting Cammy out of here. 'Cause I swear if you're just standing there holding your gun doing nothing, and that's it. Quietly so that those around her can't hear, but she is definitely yelling at Angus through the open link.
Fair enough. I'll give it a second. This other smart boy, security, he makes another shot towards. He pops out a second to shoot the assault rifle woman, while at the same time you hear him yelling, "We've got a man down, and there are 7 hostiles in full contact here with assault rifles. Please send backup. Please send backup." You hear him saying. As he peeks around the corner, the girl with the wild hair, the wild mohawk, takes a shot. The bullets come tink against the concrete barrier, where he quickly ducks behind again in order to evade them. But he pops out and he shoots back at her, hitting her. Oh, nice. Okay. The bullets spray into her chest, where you can see the blood splatters from the wounds, and you hear her go, "Oh!" cripple down forward, dropping down to her knees, where she stops moving down here for a second. She falls off the side of the wall and thumps onto the ground. Moving on to the next round. Wraith, what are you doing?
So I wouldn't know that he contacted help, right?
From where you are, I mean, things are pretty wild. Maybe.
All right, I'm just gonna say into the comms. Do you want me to jam it?
Not particularly.
All right. Then I'm gonna follow Dave Wacko into glorious battle.
You are?
A glorious battle.
I'm gonna
Okay.
stay behind him, but this will endear me to him. That's how you
Okay.
make friends and influence people.
So you and Dave Wacko are gonna go into the battle?
Yeah,
I wonder if they remember.
What's your move?
I'm sure they do.
What's your
Looking now, making noise. 6.
6?
Yeah.
Okay. You can get there for some cover.
I would love to get to some cover.
These people have like moved behind the stage.
Big fan of
Glorious
that.
battle out in this like middle of the street in the open.
Ah!
Mostly glorious battle.
Guns akimbo.
Leave my gun around.
Okay, so that is your turn unless you want to take a shot or something. You can.
Nope.
Okay, Angus, his voice replies to you. He says, Sorry. Yeah, I've got Cass. We're getting her out. You guys alright? Are you gonna be able to get the goods and go?
I need a distraction to go.
Oh, I got a
About to
distraction.
Him down.
He says. Cammy says, I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can overload one of the cameras to give you a boom.
Are you still in my room?
I'm not.
There's tear gas grenades in that room. They're in the box under the bed.
Could have mentioned that earlier.
Never came up.
Silently grumble.
Okay. Cass starts working on overloading one of the cameras on this side to give you guys a reason to, I guess, or a distraction. And you do see some sparks start flaring from one of the cameras and a big poof of flame before it dies down, and we'll see how well it worked, I guess. Actually, quite a few of the gangers do start looking over at this. I mean, these guys were already interacting, but you see T1K and this guy. Everyone but the one you were looking at. Or that's looking at you.
Let's look at me.
Yeah.
Cool. Great.
Moves a little forward. Moving on to the next round. Gangers, go. Oh yeah, I just moved forward. This ganger that has his eyes trained on you, he starts moving over. He's in your line of sight now. Cass?
Okay, I'm gonna do an aimed headshot.
Okay, that's a -8. With what weapon?
My handgun.
Okay,
It's a Sternmeyer.
okay.
Do I get the +1 bonus from last round?
Yes, you do.
Okay. I'm gonna spend 3 luck,
Okay,
so that should put me at a -4.
okay.
10!
Yeah! Clutch. Roll
Don't be a
again.
1.
10!
Oh! Shit.
Yes.
Perfect.
Nice. All right.
And 20 plus 3 plus 11, so 31 to hit him in the head, -4, 27.
7. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. 27 is a hit. More than a hit. Go ahead and roll damage to the head. Remember to let me know of any double sixes. Is it a 4d6?
Yes. Nope. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11 to the head is doubled. 22 points of damage to the head is an instant kill. Your bullet sprays through the side of his temple, splattering his brains over this half-concrete wall behind him, and he just drops to the ground, forward, dead. But the gunshot does ring out, my friend. And everybody knows there's a shooter. Boom! You do have your movement left if you would like to.
Yes, I would like to.
There is a small gap in the wall right here.
Yeah, I want to get behind cover from the guy up above me.
What's your move?
6.
So you could move here, which would give you cover from him and him. Or here. You could actually move as far out.
No. Yeah, I want to just get cover from the one behind us. The other one seemed to be going the other way. Well, yeah, no. Probably where she... No. All right. No, actually, is there technically no good line of sight on me from the guy on the far away from me on the very west side?
There is not.
So I'm actually pretty good right here with that partial wall.
So you can move here.
Right.
Up to you.
I'm just gonna step forward 1. Yeah, right there. I think to take cover.
Okay. All right. Moving on. I think it's Moxie after Cat. Yes. Go ahead, Moxie.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, was that my delayed reaction? Because I held my action.
Oh, it was.
Oh yeah, that
I'm
was
sorry.
what's his face's turn.
That was the ganger's
Yeah.
turn. Yeah, that was your delayed reaction. So it's the crowd's turn.
Also, amazing shot. Thank you for saving
Yes.
possibly my life. Best
They don't really do anything. Now that there's another shooter, you can see the gang like somewhere that they completely did not expect. You can see the gangers have all kind of lost attention on the security guard some of the gangers have lost attention on the security guard. This guy retreats back, T1K, the Terminator face, who moves down. This chick hops down here. This guy hops down here, and they're all taking cover now. Kind of like peeking out looking for a shooter. Oh yeah, there's a ganger over here too. This guy also hops down, starts looking for a shooter as well. This ganger is waiting for him to come back up. To take a shot on him. And we will go ahead and move to the top of the ground. I keep moving T1K with the other ones. So he keeps... My apologies. Moving on to Cass. It's your new turn.
Okay. I am going to crawl forward, like diagonally there,
Uh-huh.
and pull Moxie back into cover.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Around the...
So you're moving ahead to the wall where she's on the other side of and
Yeah,
reaching
and I'm going
around
to try to
grab her.
help pull her around to cover where we are.
Would you like to spend your movement to move with him, Moxie, or are you going to ignore him? You'll need a post-athletics test if you're going to try to get away from his grip. Unless, of course, he just concedes after she provides resistance.
If she
Do you
resists...
say anything? That,
No.
like, do I know it's you?
You might assume it's coming from the room.
Fair. Okay, she'll get pulled back in. That's fine. She'll use her movement.
Okay, what's your move?
6.
Okay, you'll spend 3 movement to get pulled around the corner.
Okay.
just so you guys know, you are against the pile where you saw Wraith's equipment or box.
Is that the bed?
No, not that one. The bed is actually
okay.
in the other side of the room.
Darn.
Here, let me draw it real quick. So, let's see.
A detailed outline of my bedroom.
Please.
Entire apartment, just so we know.
Right. Then I had a lava lamp right here.
There we go. Kind of see the bed here now. The
Okay.
broken guitar here. Sad, broken machine heads. Okay, I don't know why I'm drawing this so much, but anyway. Is that all you do, Cass? I'd say that's an action and movement.
Yeah, I think that's all I could do. I just wanted to get her into a safer location.
Okay. So, Moxie, it is now your turn, and you have spent 3 movement. You still have the rest left, though.
Possibly can. I want to try to get to my stuff. It should be on the way out.
I think this is... Be quick about it. We don't have much time. There's going to be backup showing up. This place is going to turn into goddamn Armageddon soon. Would you like me to provide you fire support from my side?
If you can draw him over there, but get
Yes.
me out safe, go
He
for
says,
it.
I can't promise that. I can provide
Somehow.
fire support, but nobody's safe. All right, moving on to the next.
I would have seen. Hang on a second. I would have seen. Sorry, I know. I'm thinking. I would have seen
alright.
the one on the west side of the map, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll tell Cass there is one on the other side of the rubble towards the car park. That might be the only one we really need to take care of. But I'll wait until.
Well, let's watch and see what happens.
I'll wait until you move.
Okay.
Can I spend my action? I meant to do this when Cass was looking for Wraith's recording. While we're still here, is there anything possibly of Rico's, specifically possibly a photo of Jenny?
You want to look through this apartment to look for a photo
I
of
just
Jenny?
want to do a quick glance of like if there's anything on the ground.
Okay.
I know it's a real long shot
Yeah.
everywhere, but I can't do anything else. So
And you know what? Do something. How much luck do you have left?
2 points.
2 points. Roll underneath 2.
Okay.
2 or underneath. I'm sorry.
Which is my bad dice? Nope.
No. Yeah.
Oh, it's 5.
Yeah. You look through the ground. There are kind of posters and that kind of thing. Some are of girls.
All good.
All right.
That ends my turn. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stay behind cover.
Moving on to Smart Boy. Smart Boy pops his head out. He gets fired upon by the person watching with an SMG. That's not good for him. He is certainly shot, taking a lot of damage. It's 10, 20, 25 points of damage off of that. And guy's toast. All right, so as he pops up to shoot, the ganger is already in position to take him out. So when he pops up, spray of bullets come in, just tearing up part his face and his shoulders, and his hand, or his arm actually, is blown off, and he just drops into a pile of goo. That's all the security guards you had here. Gone. He is completely wasted. Moving on to Wraith. What are you doing?
I have an idea,
Okay.
and it's a classic me idea, which is a problem.
What is the idea?
Is there a way I can use persuade in combat?
I don't know what you plan on persuading. You
Well,
are welcome to try whatever you would like.
I have a storied history with Terminator Face. And I warned him that this would happen. I am going to, from cover, yell out, "Hey, Chumba!" Towards
That's it?
Terminator Face.
I don't know that's worthy of any
I need to interact with him before I can continue. I don't want to, walk out into the open.
Alright, let me see. Alright. He seems to hear you, and he says, I think I remember your voice. I've been looking for you. Why don't you come out?
I warned you this would happen.
What would happen?
The other gang blew up our building. In fact, the guy you shot outside of this building a week ago is the one who was part of the group that blew up our building.
He says,
You and I are on the same side, my friend.
okay, roll your persuasion.
Okay. I'm still in cover.
I understand
Not
that.
that. 6 plus. How do I persuade people?
Just do it.
13, so 19.
Okay, 19?
Yeah.
He says, tell you what, Choom. You get out of here and I won't shoot you in the back. That's the best I can do.
I would greatly appreciate that.
He says, you got to the count of 10, my friend.
Stand up.
Which is 3 turns. Nobody shoot that
Okay.
fucker.
I'm trying to draw their attention now. I'm the fucker not to shoot.
Okay, do a performance for me.
Okay.
Acting.
I mean, there's a lot of reasons I don't
Or
want to get
acting,
shot. Ooh, 10.
Serious?
Acting, you said? Yeah.
Yeah. Dirty 10 or
No, real 10. Plus 7.
a boom 10?
Yeah.
Nice.
Boom. I don't have acting. I do have performance, but it's in play drawing. So. Acting is cool.
I believe
Yes.
so, yeah.
25.
Okay,
Dang.
25.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay. So, yeah, as you do your hands up thing, all the eyes do swivel to you. All of them.
I want it to be clear,
They all
not
look at
shooting.
you. Some seem trained on you in ways that probably make you very uncomfortable. But the business end of the barrel of this guy at the end has a shotgun. These other 4 have some SMGs of some sort, of various sorts. But yeah, some of them are trained on you. T1K actually remains low. He is the only one who doesn't automatically focus on you. He seems to be... You don't know. You don't see him. So moving on to Angus and Cass. Angus says, well, it's now or never. Tell me yes or no.
Pull it.
Right. Angus runs up over here. He says, Cass, get out of here. And starts firing down range. Is there anyone he can see? Yeah, he can see her. So. How does it hit? So, Alright. So, Angus fires 3 rounds down into this ganger. The bullets spray into her chest. She lets out a scream, falls down onto her back to where you guys cannot see her. This one actually... moving on to the next one. Gangers. Well, that's Angus's turn. He's taking cover behind there. It's Cass's turn. She takes the advice and starts to climb over the fence. She doesn't quite make it over, but she's reaching the top. Moving on to the next round, it is now the ganger's turn. The gangers, hearing gunfire from the other side, this lady picks herself up, the one with the wild hair. She does not look in good shape at all. She's bleeding from several bullet holes across her chest, but she is able to pull herself up and put her pick her assault rifle up again and prop it up against the wall, waiting for somebody to fire. T1K also puts his back against the wall and waits. This one, well, she's still on top of rubble, huh? She hops down here and is looking down this way, waiting. This guy looks over there, looking for a target. Oh wait, I'm sorry, this one was looking at you. They're both looking at you. In fact, she doesn't move this way, she moves this way. Spend her time looking at you. Forgot about that. Apologies. He puts his back against the wall, looking at you. This guy's dead. 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 Alright. It's the ganger's turn. Oh, T1K's turn. At least they go on the same sort of initiative count. These people have scattered off. The news crew is still standing there. She's talking about immense gang violence, but she seems to have got the scoop that she was looking for. And they start slowly walking this way.
I think they're off the map. Which way are they going?
Does that work?
Just down.
Southwest?
I'm not sure which way your southwest is. It's a
Thank
little
you.
different for me.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, it is.
You got it.
Cool.
Okay, moving on to the next turn. Cass, go. What are you doing? It's been relatively... Nah, there's been some gunshots. Actually, just kidding.
Okay. I'm gonna motion to Moxie that if we go out that way and run, we can probably escape. But it's the opposite direction of your stuff.
Which way are you pointing towards?
The lot away from the...
Northwest.
Sorry?
Northwest.
That's towards my stuff.
Yeah, her stuff is actually...
Oh, I thought it was southwest.
No,
Or that
hers
other
is
guy.
north.
I think it was
it's
here?
the second from the top.
Yeah.
I think it was this one.
So as long as we go north, duck in. Oh no, I thought it was up too.
It
No,
might have
I
been
thought
here.
it was right.
It might have been here. It was either... It was in this middle section-ish, I believe.
I thought it was that one, yeah.
This one. We'll just say it's this one. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Does that work? Is that the one you
Yeah.
thought it was in?
As long as I thought it was on one of the ones on the way out. So that works well.
Okay.
If we go, we might escape. And that way, everybody else can go too.
Stuff is in the hood of my car. If it's damaged, it's damaged. The hood of the car hasn't been damaged. I can get my stuff. It's in a bag. I just have to grab a bag and we can keep going.
Is the guy southwest, the last ganger there, is he on top of rubble or is he in?
He's on the sidewalk. You actually can
Yeah,
only
keep him
make
down.
out like half of him
Okay.
from your position.
If you want to stay here, watch him while I go. Welcome to.
Okay, I'm gonna try to train. I'm gonna put. I'm gonna change my combat awareness to. Precision attack for 3 points. I can add +1 to attack.
Okay.
And is that spot weakness per point? I think so. Each point +1 damage per armor of your first successful attack in a round. I'll put 1 in there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come around the corner and try to put a bead on him while she's doing that. And I'll just wait.
Oh, him? Okay. Alright. So you're taking aim or are you holding action?
I'm gonna hold action.
Okay. Tell what? What's the trigger?
My trigger will be is if he notices her. When he
Okay.
notices her.
Alright. What are you doing, Moxie? It's now your turn.
They're all down at ground level. Most they
all
jump down, right?
Yes,
I
yeah.
remember.
They are.
So, and there's an exit right near us.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just want to dart out that exit, up the path, and into my car park.
Okay, you'll have to crawl over rubble, which will put you higher to get to it. Just so you know.
My only other option is either to go back out, which I'm not doing, or through that little blip again and out the back, right?
Yeah, you could maybe come into this garage since it's open back here and see if there's a way through here, but this wall is all solid. Leading to the garages. Or you could go in here and maybe do the same this way.
I thought the entrance, yeah. Like the, I guess, little alley corridor closest to where
This one?
we are.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yes, that one. I thought there was an entrance to the rubble of the car park garages.
There is here and here. But none are by your thing.
Oh, see, I thought my thing was on the other side. Yeah, that one. Okay. She's made great decisions. You know what? She'll try to stay low and climb over the rubble.
Okay, directly to her lot?
Into that alley thing to get. Yeah.
Yeah, she can get here fine. It's getting into the garage itself that she's going to require her to climb over rubble. Does that make sense?
No, I'm sorry. Where's the rubble itself? I think that's what I'm missing.
The walls.
Oh!
Yeah. There's a wall between you and the garages.
Right.
There's a corridor here. You're
And there's
currently
an
hiding in
entrance.
this room. There's an entrance to the garages that looks like there's crumbled wall where you could get in here, but you don't know really what's on the other side of this.
And there's only the one lower. There's one up at the top of it too?
Yeah.
I'll go to the top one.
Okay, so you're gonna go this way. What's your move?
6. Yeah.
You can double move if you'd like.
Whatever it takes to get me not in the open.
Okay, you can get here
Even with a double move?
with a double move, yeah. I mean, it kind of puts you a little in the open, but there's nobody really looking that way.
Okay. And is there any cover there?
Oh, yeah, you could take cover behind this wall. It's not great, but you could.
It's better than nothing. Okay.
Better than nothing.
I'll do that.
Okay. So you scramble down the hallway, making your way to get around. You enter the back of one of the garages where you see a car that has been completely smashed in. It's an old Galena. Nothing special.
Okay.
But you do see decayed walls that you can, through this particular one, you can get into the next garage through a hole that's just in the center of the garage. Looks like it was there probably previously. Moving on to Smart Boy. Aw. Wraith, what are you doing?
I am backing up.
Dave Wacko
Sure.
looks at you and he says, "What are we doing? Let's move here."
The situation's gone south, my friend.
This is. Roll your persuasion, actually. Let's see if you
Alright.
can talk Dave Wacko down from being wacko.
I just want him to survive for another show.
His name is Wacko, though.
$19.
19?
Yeah.
He doesn't look very happy about it, but he concedes, putting his wooden chair leg down, stands up along with you, starts backing away. He says, "Alright, I know. When we're beat, we beat."
And make sure we get the box office monies as we're exiting.
How would you do that? They'd probably run off with somebody from the crowd.
No, I'm sure we have somebody watching the money.
Yeah, but they're not standing there, certainly, right
Oh,
now.
I know, but I'm just making sure we have it, that it's not left.
You want
That
to
it wasn't
walk?
left behind?
You want to walk back over to the stage and look?
Not really. Is it not in an exit path?
It depends on where you're exiting. I don't know.
Just backing up back to where I came from.
Back to where you came from? Yeah, then it would be on the exit path, and you can see it's gone.
All right, I'm gonna hope that I end up with some of that.
Okay.
Probably not, though.
What's your move?
My move is a 5.
Okay. Yep. You move back to where the stage was, where the people are still cowered behind, or where the stage is, and the people are still cowered behind, and yeah, you spot the booth where everybody was, giving their donations. Seems like the stash has been taken. You can double move if you'd like, if you're not doing any action. Which way would you like to go from here? Left or right?
I would like to go left.
Left. That would be this way. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, Angus lets out another fire towards the woman with the assault rifle. His bullets miss. She's able to duck back under cover. And the bullets whiz over her head. Moving on to Cass's turn. She struggles getting over the top of the fence, but manages. However, she falls down onto the ground on the other side, toppling over head at first, then lands poof on her back. Moving on to the ganger's turn. They are returning fire upon Angus. 4. That is a miss. His bullets fly over him. He's able to duck out of them, or duck out of the way. These gangers are going to, now that this one's watching you as you retreat. This one's moving forward. This one steps forward, points the gun towards the reporter, and says, and makes like a crazy wild face towards the camera. Cocks his shotgun, even though there was a bullet chambered.
He ejects the round.
He just ejects the round, yeah. Just for intimidating factor.
Right.
Then we'll move on to the top, where it's T1K's turn. He's going to fire at Angus. Fortunately, he has missed our solo hero. But they're exchanging fire back and forth from their positions. It is now Cass's turn. What would you like to do?
Can I see that one in the hallway right now?
Roll perception. No combat awareness.
Right, I took that away. It's 17.
17?
Yep.
Okay. He's not approaching too stealthy or anything, but he is laying low. But you do see him as he walks closer towards you. Yeah, you notice that there's a man walking in your direction.
I'm going to try to stealth down that hallway to my left.
Okay, towards Moxie.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth.
17.
Nice. Okay. So, what's your move?
Actually, my character on with the 6.
What's your move?
7.
You can get here. And I'll say that's the end of your turn after doing the observation as your action.
Okay.
Moving on, it is now Moxie's turn. What would you like to do?
Through the wall is a different garage, and then it's mine, right?
Yes, exactly. You're 2 away.
How many squares would it move to get to the wall to see through?
I think it's 3 from where you're at. 2, actually.
2?
2 to get to the hole in the wall.
Perfect. I'd like to take 2 steps in. Is there a way into my garage if I look through the hole?
Through here? No.
She's just going to... Fuck. And then she'll go back out.
Out here?
Back the way she came.
Okay.
Alright, Cass, let's go. Angus, get out.
All right.
And I'll wait for Cass, and then if we can keep running down that street to get out, that's her plan.
Okay. Angus. All right. So moving on, Wraith. What are you doing? You can actually. I'm sorry, Moxie. You can move more than that because you have a move of 6, right?
I do. I used up 4. 2 to go
So
in,
you
2 to
could
get
go
back
here.
out. I
If you'd like.
can't see the map anymore. She'll stay as close to the corner where Cass is coming until he gets there.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Go
She
ahead.
won't run without him.
Okay. Moving on to Wraith. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. All right, I'm gonna. Do you need support? Otherwise, I'm gonna cut comms and we'll meet at the place we discussed this originally. No response. I cut comms and I go back to the bar.
Okay, you start moving back. As you're moving away, Wraith, I assume you're going down the alley that you're right next to?
Yeah, for sure.
You see Smart Boy Backup walking through. They usher you through. Holding up their finger to you to be quiet and pull you through.
Okay. Have I already cut comms at this point?
I would believe you have, yes. I think you said that.
I thought so. Well, good. Good.
You can always turn it off.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. You turn it off. You'd have to recall them, though.
I do. We shared numbers in the bar, so I figured I can.
Okay.
I send one last communication. Backup's here. Cut comms. Go to the bar.
Okay. Moving on. It's Angus's turn. He is not able to say anything.
Sorry about it.
He lets another, or I guess he starts laying down suppressive fire at this point. You just hear his gun fire off rapidly. And yeah, that's his turn. She does not need to take cover, but T1K does. He spends his turn moving to hide. Remember that for his turn. Okay, so moving on to Cass's turn. She has cleared the fence and she seems gone. Moving on to Ganger's turns.
Well, at least nobody got what they wanted.
That girl who stands right there that has been watching you leave spots the guards and she says, "Holy shit! Backup's here! Everybody! To the front!"
Oh, thank God.
T1K had to spend his turn getting to cover. This girl is firing back at Angus. Fortunately for him, another 3-round burst misses. Moving on to Cass, go.
Getting out of here.
You just jet?
Yep.
Okay. You move. Moxie, how about you?
Yep.
Okay, you guys all retract.
If I can keep ahead of Cass, which I don't think I can do because his move is more than mine, but I'd rather keep in front of him. It's tempting.
All right.
I'm going to holster my weapon, too.
Okay. So you guys all pull from the scene. You leave it behind with the sound of automatic fire and shotgun bursts just booming behind you. But you exit it like you've evacuated a war zone, which it was, anyways. Into the streets of Night City, where a light rain starts to pour down. The streets are completely black now, as night has finally settled in. And mission was not a success, but didn't end in complete failure either. You were able to recover some items, though not much for any of you. And that's where we'll close for the night.
GG, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Cool.
Dude, that headshot was...
It's pretty clutch.
Clutch.
So, yeah. I don't really have anything... Oh, I think I have some closing things to say for the night.
I did want to say again, thank you for everybody who followed us during the stream. The follows make a big difference in our path to affiliate, so we appreciate everything that helps us along the way. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for enjoying it. Like and subscribe, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. Instagram.
Join us on Discord.
Join us on
Sure.
Discord. Yeah, chat with
our
us.
Discord.
I'm there pretty much all the time chatting, so please come in, say hi. It would be nice to meet you.
We love and appreciate you all.
Okay, happy holidays, everybody, and I would like to remind everyone that we will not be airing next week. The following week we will be airing, but it's more of a casual kind of meet and greet type situation where we just kind of sit around and chat with you. So that would be on the 1st. It's the new year, so yeah, same time. Happy holidays. Have a really good one.
Happy holidays,
Happy
guys.
holidays.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Take good care of yourself.
Bye.